Hey, I just saw a video about favorite things. It's from Lee Belicious, I believe. I think that's how you say it. I'm not 100% sure. And I was going to comment, and then I decided that I was too lazy to kind of write out all my favorite things, so I figured I'd record like a a video response. After taking about 10 minutes to figure out how to actually do a video response. But I figured it out. This is a duvet wrapped around me because it is absolutely freezing right now in Ireland, or at least I'm freezing right now in Ireland. So I actually have quite a few things, so I'm just going to get cracking into them. So I will start with kind of the base type things. So I have a couple of things for each type of um, thing because I'm kind of indecisive and they change so often. But the first thing I have is an Inglot concealer. I'm just going to leave it in the little pot because I put it in a clamshell because it's just a pan because I had like a palette but I took it out, and it's just the LW100 concealer, which is about the right one for my skin tone. And I also have a performance color concealer sample in F. I think that means fair. This is actually perfect for like my under eye circles if they're really dark. Generally when they are at the moment, I don't bother, but sometimes they get very dark, so I cover them, and so that's great for that. So they're my two like concealers that I use. I also have two kind of face powders that I use. I liked this one at the start, and now I'm kind of using it up. But I mean, it is good for color correcting, and it's my Inglot color correcting powder. I think it's in number 24, and this is how much is left. So I am actually working my way through it, which is cool. And these actually come with a mirror on them, which is pretty awesome for a powder. And then the other one then is my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Natural Light. Not that you're going to be able to read that because my thing is stupid. I quite like this. I haven't used it a massive amount because I don't wear foundation that often. I tend to only wear it if I'm going out. But yeah, I digress. This is pretty much the only foundation I wear, and it is perfect for me because I'm vampire pale, and it is the Gosh Exceptional Wear Foundation in porcelain. It's it's not perfect, but it's about as close to working on me as I can get them to do, which is saying something at least. I have a couple of blushes. My two kind of neutral blushes that I go for are this Natural Collection one in Peach Melba. These are like real cheap here. They're like €3, which I suppose is probably about like $5. And then I have an Inglot one which was like €20. I don't really know why I bought this. And this is in number 24. And it's the same kind of tone as that other one. I got it because it's the kind of blush I can wear without wearing like foundation and stuff like that. It's only a couple of shades darker than my actual skin tone. And then I have this little box of indie blushes. I've got like a Darling Girl, a couple of Geek Chics, and a couple of Evil Shades ones. Brazen is here. I absolutely love Brazen. I think it's just such a strong color. And I also have a Geek Chic one called Touch Me, which I really like. They are so handy. I love indie blushes because you can get loads of different colors that might not suit you or that you're not sure about. I need to speed up here a little bit. For primer, I'm using a depotted. Actually, technically, this is three different primers. This is the end of a Too Faced Shadow Insurance, the end of an Urban Decay primer, and the end of a Tarte Firmatol primer. So it's kind of a few, and I squeezed out, cut open, and squeezed out all the tubes into this, and this is I'll use it up until it's gone, and then I think I'm just gonna stick with Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I'm not sure. I do have a sample of Pixie Epoxy that I got recently that I think I might love, but I'm not 100% sure. I have for bases, I have MAC Nubile Paint Pot, which I think was limited edition. I'm pretty sure, but I love it. And oh, give me a blanket back. I also have a depotted NYX jumbo eye pencil. This is Milk. It's just, again, it's just nice to have. I find it easier to use them when they're depotted like that. It's handy. For gel eyeliner, I just have this Elf one. I had MAC Blackjack, and when I finished it, I just didn't replace it because it was kind of expensive, and it took me forever to get through it. So I just got this. I just got this Elf one, which is, I mean, it's alright. It's just as good. You know, it's fine. For pencil liners, I have two here that I kind of like for my collection. Generally, I just wear black liner, but if I'm wearing the black liner, I have this Tarte for True Blood aqua liner, and these are amazing. And if I could get Tarte here, I would have like more of these because they're fantastic. And then I have a Gash Velvet Touch liner, which these are also quite good. I had a black one of these too that I lost somewhere. I think at a gig or something. And this one's Sky High. It's the one I'm wearing today. What else have we got here in this pile? This pile of things. Mascaras. I have loads of like trial size mascaras. I have Lash DNA, which is art. I have Maxoom, which I tend to use for like every day, and I have the Tarte for True Blood one. This is Lights Camera Lashes. I really like this one because it's more of a, it's kind of like a drier formula, and I prefer that because the next day I don't have like crazy raccoon eyes. Well, I do, but they're not as bad as say with any of the others. For eyeshadows, if I'm doing something quickly, I will use my MAC eyeshadows, but mostly I tend to just use MAC now for like my eyebrows and like some highlights. But they are, because they're pressed, they're kind of quicker. And then I also have my pressed palette that I did recently. I can't tilt it too much because they're not magnetic, but I've got some sugar pill ones here, and some Venomous, some Shiro, some My Pretty Zombie. I have a lot of Detrivore. I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure. And I mostly use my Detrivore ones for neutrals because I seem to have only gotten neutrals from Detrivore. I don't know how I manage that. And then for like kind of more brighter looks, I use my Shiros, which are amazing. But I also have some other ones that I am going to press at some point. But my favorites from the other ones that I haven't pressed are Geek Chic Bloodwine, uh, Geek Chic Kingslayer, and Geek Chic Solid Snake. Solid Snake is gorgeous. It's such a dark, awesome color. Um, for lip liners, I have three that I gravitate towards. I have this Gosh one, which is called Peach Petal. I have two MAC ones. I have MAC Whirl, which is kind of similar to my skin tone, and then I have MAC Beat, which is like a ridiculously hot pink, but you know, has to be done. For lipsticks, I have a couple. I have MAC Syrup, which is like my all-time favorite MAC lipstick ever. I love the luster finishes. I also have MAC Jubilee, which is my nude one that I really like, but I can't find it. It's too cold to get up and go look for it. My Detrivore Morgana Cryptoria lipstick, I've mashed it, so it's kind of stuck in there, but it's amazing. And also the one I'm wearing at the moment, which is a new favorite, which is Wet n Wild Cherry Picking, and it's just so pretty. I also have a kind of a neutrally one as well, and it's called Sarah by Stila, which once I saw that it was called Sarah, I had to buy it. And the packaging is so cute as well. It's got this kind of vine pattern on it. What else? I actually have two shadows by me. I just have them in baggies at the moment because I haven't pressed them. But I have Covet and Carnal Hunger, which I'm wearing at the moment, and they're just actually so pretty together that I couldn't not have them as a favorite. Oh my god, it's so cold. I also have Revlon lip butter in Lollipop. I really like that too. I have everything just piled here on the bed, and I keep forgetting things. I have a couple of brushes for you as well. Wow, this video is long. I need to keep going. MAC 224, I think. Yeah, MAC 224. I was actually given this as a present. I'd never buy a MAC brush because they're so expensive. But I do love it for blending. I also have the Sigma E25. I have two of these because I love them. And then I also just have some random liner that I got at a trade show that has like the sharpest point on it. It's awesome for my eyebrows. So there are my brushes. And then the last thing I have that I absolutely love, there's a Pennies here. It's like a cheap like clothes store, but they have like their own lashes. This is like $1.50, which I suppose is probably about like $2, $2.50, something like that. And this is what they look like. The glue is terrible, but the lashes themselves are actually pretty good. And I think that's pretty much all my kind of favourite things at the moment. But that's it. So thanks guys. Bye.